What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you a review of the Grinch collaboration with Adidas on this Forum Low and this cream white colorway. Today's video is brought to you by Move insoles. Move insoles is one of the up-and-coming leaders in the performance insole space. Their products are designed and tested by pro athletes like Damian Lillard and Chris Paul of the NBA. And while they're more known for their performance insoles, the ones that you'd wear for example with basketball shoes, they also sell this one right here, which is their all-day insole, and this one is meant to be worn with everyday use sneakers just like these Forum Lows. So this insole is easily one of the most technologically advanced insoles I've ever tried. It's primarily constructed out of the recharge foam technology, which is what gives this insole its bounciness and responsiveness. And this black plate that you see here, this is this large TPU shank plate, which really helps to cradle and support your foot. And my favorite thing about these insoles is I feel extremely supported, especially underneath the arches of my foot. And there's also this active heel technology, which gives you added impact protection in the area that you need it most. And they've actually gone beyond insoles. They also offer merch as well on their website, such as this t-shirt that I'm wearing. So if you want to check out Move insoles, I've linked their website, their social media, all that good stuff down below. So check them out, let me know what you guys think, and be sure to tell them that I sent you. So this right here is the latest Grinch Adidas Forum, following last year's all green colorway, which is definitely one of my all-time favorite Christmas sneaker releases. This year's version though, arguably is a lot more wearable, and the official colorway for this shoe is cream white, collegiate red, and solar slime. So these released a couple weeks back for a price of $130 US or $170 here in Canada. And just like last year's pair, there's so many extras and little Easter eggs on this shoe, which makes it a really great sneaker for true Grinch fans. So first of all, here's a quick look at the box. So this comes in a red-based cardboard box. We have this ornament graphic on the top with Adidas branding, and then we have the Grinch's face here on both sides of the box, and then on the front we have Adidas and the Grinch co-branding again. So as far as the shoe goes, so diving right into the details, this is crafted using a smooth off-white or sail colored leather, and on the toe box, the panel here is perforated. Overlaid on top of this, we have more of that smooth leather, and this covers the eyelets of the sneaker as well as the mid panel underneath. And then overlaid on top of this panel on the lateral side, we have the Adidas 3 stripes, which is done in this red colored leather, but when you compare this to the medial side, the stripes on this side are done in a green colored suede instead. Moving downwards, we have the Adidas trefoil logo, which is pressed on in green on the lateral side. And then surrounding the bottom of the heel, we have a red colored TPU heel clip, which gives you added structure and support for the back end of the sneaker. Above this towards the heel, we have a small layer of green suede, and then the center of the heel is completely covered in that sail or off-white colored leather, and you can see how it cuts diagonally across the medial side. Holding your foot in place, we have this midfoot strap, which is adjustable using Velcro. So the loop on the medial side is constructed out of a red colored TPU, and the strap itself is crafted using leather, but we have this cutout in the middle, exposing the Adidas branding done in this neon green color. As far as the laces go, so these come with 3 different lace options. The standard lace that they come with is a flat style off-white or sail colored lace, and we have Grinch branding on the lace tips, but they also come with a red colored lace and a neon green colored lace if you want to give the shoe a little bit more splash of color. Attached to the laces, we have this heart doubre or lace lock, which references the fact that the Grinch's heart grew 3 times, so that's why it has 3X on it. And there's also a bunch of other different options if you want to really stylize your laces. Personally for me, I'm more of a minimalist, so I'm going to just keep it with just the heart one, but you definitely have your options if you want to. Underneath this, the tongue is covered in that same shaggy green colored suede that we saw earlier on the medial side as well as the heel. And then on the top of the tongue, we have this tag with the Grinch's face on the right foot, along with the Adidas trefoil logo found on the tag on the left foot. The interior of the shoe is covered in this green colored lining, and the collar of the shoe is decently padded. And then as far as the insoles go, so these come with Grinch branded insoles, so we have a graphic of the Grinch looking upset on the left foot and the Grinch smiling on the right foot, but they also give you another set of insoles if you want to swap it out. So you can see here, these are done in green instead, but I think I prefer the one with the Grinch's face, but again, options are always great to have. So the upper of the Forum Low sits atop this rubber cup sole, which is done in this off-white color. We have Adidas branding on the lateral side of the heel, and if you flip the shoe over to the medial side, you can see we have this exposed wedge of foam in the middle. This is what is encased within this rubber cup sole, but on the medial side, it's covered in this red netting, which is what Adidas calls their Dellinger web technology, and this is there to help to contain the foam and give you more responsiveness and rebound. And then finally, turning the shoe over to the bottom, the outsole here is done in this hot green or neon green color. We have this circular pivot point on the forefoot, which is done in red, and then there's Adidas branding running down the center of the heel. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair. And for those wondering about sizing, to me these fit pretty true to size, but they are slightly snug. So my foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I got these in a size 10. They fit me exactly, but I feel like if you have a really wide foot, you'd be better off going up a half size. Maybe it's just a matter of breaking them in, but straight out of the box, they felt pretty snug, not to the point where it gave me pain, but it was pretty much an exact one-to-one fit. So again, if you have a narrow, normal, or even a slightly wide foot, you should be okay going true to size, but if you have a really wide foot, or you just like your shoes to be a bit more roomy, then go up half a size. Moving on to the comfort, so these feel like any other Adidas Forum, so it's going to be okay from a comfort standpoint. There's some level of cushioning underfoot, but generally speaking, it is more on the firm and stable side. It's also a pretty heavy sneaker as well, so it's kind of like the quintessential 80s basketball sneaker sort of feel, but I feel like it's actually a bit heavier than a Nike Dunk or an Air Force One. So if you like a very heavy base, something that feels very stable and secure, and you don't mind not having too much cushioning underfoot, then this is the sneaker for you. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship on this pair, so first off, material quality, I thought it was pretty average, but it wasn't bad. The leather that they use sort of has this firm feel to it. It's definitely not the softest leather I've seen on an Adidas Forum, but I thought the suede that they used was pretty good. I would have preferred if they used a slightly better cut of leather, considering this is a special edition version of the Adidas Forum, but I've definitely seen worse quality materials used on Adidas shoes before, so it kind of is what it is. And from a build and craftsmanship standpoint, my pair was pretty flawless. There were some very minor issues with some loose threads that I had to trim down, but aside from that though, I thought the paint job was good, the panels were consistently placed and cut, so I really had no real issues to complain about for this release. So with all that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up for you, and I'll show you guys how these look. Like I said in the beginning, this is probably the more wearable Grinch edition Adidas Forum if you compare last year's versus this one. This is much more of a normal looking shoe, whereas that one completely went all out, fully embracing the whole Grinch vibe. This one arguably could be passed off as just a regular sneaker. So that could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you like your sneakers to be. Personally for me, I prefer last year's version. If I'm gonna be wearing Grinch themed shoes, I'm just gonna dial it up to 100 and just embrace it. But I think this is still a nice looking sneaker for what it is. So let me know in the comment section down below about what you guys think about this Grinch and Adidas Forum Low. What are your thoughts on the colorway? Is this something you think you'd rock during the holidays? Is it not really your thing? Leave your comments down below and let's talk about it. And as usual, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, follow me on X or Twitter at sean.go spelt out, and visit my website as well at seango.ca. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoy this review, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.